Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to São Carlos here in Farming Simulator 22 with me, Heisenberg Watty, the meth cooking maestro of Farm Sim. Living in me little RV with bullet holes in the door. That's so cool. How is everybody doing today? Let's start off with the pleasantries. How are we all doing? Is the video and audio good for everybody out there? Can you hear much fan noise, Barker, if you're still here lurking? Right. Today, it is December the 1st. We have got... I've completed my ploughing contract that I took at the end of the last video. There is a cultivating contract for field 7. But I don't think we've done any jobs for this guy, so I can't borrow his equipment. Yeah, I've got the fan on full. If I turn it down a notch, that might just quiet it down a little bit. But of course, I don't know whether you're picking up the actual room fan or the PC fan, because the PC's quite loud at the minute. I need to really give that fan that I dislodged the other day when I was cleaning it, I need to remount that and get it balanced again because it's making a racket. Right, we have got one job completed for this fella, but still not enough to borrow his equipment. So we're looking at maybe doing harvesting. There's 2 fields of corn. Right, we could do that, but I think we're gonna need a loan, because I think harvesters are expensive. Like I say, 75 grand for the Rostel smash. I have installed some harvesters which we were looking at recently. 195 for the New Holland. It's quite an old one. I mean, we could go down the lease to buy road. That is an option as well. Got Massey Ferguson. Definitely want a cab on it. Spreader or chipper? Spreader, perhaps. Have a slightly bigger fuel tank on it, which probably helps. Do I want a little Massey Ferguson harvester? Like that. It's only 28 grand. It's not going to break the bank. And it has 4,500 litre capacity. Which I think is a little bit bigger than some of these other ones. I mean, that's going to be ridiculously out of my price range. I mean, obviously, we could go down the class road, but I think we're probably in a position where we're looking maybe at upgrading later on, aren't we? I mean, that would be nice to buy. I don't like window tinting. I like a beacon because I like to be able to see when he's ready to be unloaded. Where's the fire extinguisher? There. We'll have 2 fire extinguishers, I think. We'll have a reversing beeper. Leather seat. No, I don't really want a leather seat, do you? Ooh. I think we can go with that. Because it is going to give us 7,000 litres capacity. If I lease it, it's going to cost me $10,000 today. It's going to cost me $2,000 per day, and nearly $4,500 for each hour that we're operating it. That's okay. Right, now we need to find a header for it, don't we? That's one of them ones. Not seeing what's changing on that. Oh, it's just that sticker. We'll have a nice new reel on it. And again, we'll lease one of those. Although, technically speaking, if we're going to do corn, we want a different header to that, don't we? We want a corn header, ladies and gents. Yeah, I wouldn't mind one of them, but that is expensive. We'll lease that. Right. Quickly just shuffle stuff around a bit. Oh, I also need to buy a trailer. Don't let me forget the trailer, ladies and gents. Alright. So I'll put this on the header trailer. Like I say, we don't need this header to start with if I'm doing the corn harvesting. But if we are doing the other crops, we'll need that other header. Hoping that's locked on there. Right. We'll pick up the header. That did get a little bit light on the rear end then. That's quite a heavy header on the front of that. Right. Contract then. Which one we're going to do first? He's got 16 acres. He's got 17 acres. I am going to do field 3 first. Now we need to figure out where field 3 is on the map. Quite happily, it's straight across the road, ladies and gentlemen. So that's lucky, isn't it? We don't have to go very far. Past the bus stop. Wonder if that's the same bus stop where Schiff was waiting for his bus yesterday. Right then. It's like Transformers, this. Robots in disguise. It's going to turn into Optimus Prime. I know it is. Although I think by the time it's finished unfolding, ladies and gents, it's going to be Christmas. They could probably have done with speeding up the animations on that, just a touch. You mean Christmas 2024, right? Yeah, I don't mean this Christmas. Right, we will follow. I mean, I suppose I should have loaded a GPS course on this. Because I did buy GPS for the very simple reason that it's really useful. There we go. GPS locked and loaded. Nicely. In our little New Holland harvester. We're having a little bit of trouble with the hill. We are. Okay, something weird's going on there. Didn't think the harvester wanted to move forward. I wonder if the header is maybe a little bit too big and too heavy for this machine. It probably is. It's probably designed for the more modern harvesters. We'll have to see how we get up the hill. I don't want to have to throw another machine at it. I really don't. Can't afford to. Right. We need a trailer. We need a trailer to unload into. We need a trailer. Trailers, what have you got for me that we are going to be able to pull quite happily? I go with the extension, we get 24.5, which is 3 unloads. So I reckon we'll go for that one. We're probably going to need our friend here. Pull that. Good afternoon, Mr. Action. How are you, sir? Welcome on in. How's your day going? My day is going okay so far. Just starting harvesting, or doing some harvesting. My first harvest contract on this map, as we now have equipment. And now I'm just thinking to myself, I bet this extension does not fit under the pipe. It won't fit under the auger of the combine, will it? This trailer's going to be too tall. Maybe we are okay. We are. Good. Right. We'll get back in the harvester. Wait for him to finish on emptying. So I might have to tackle the headland counterclockwise the other way, because I'm struggling with that hill in the background there. This harvester will not climb the hill, which is going to make this job quite tricky. Quite tricky indeed. But we've got 5 days to do it. Got 5 days to do the job. And it's not going to be an overnight thing. So let's go and tackle it. Let's go and tackle it. So we'll carry on doing the headland for the time being, just to give us a little bit of room around the field. Catching up with you in your lunch break. That's appreciated. Thank you for that misdirection. Are you playing again this evening, hopefully? Hopefully. So we do a little bit today. I'm probably going to have, like I say, I'm hopefully going to do a couple of videos today, obviously for the YouTube series, during this stream. I then might possibly have a quick switch over to another map that I downloaded yesterday, just to have a look at. Which might possibly be a candidate for multiplayer server map. If Mr. Helgi's interested. It's probably the biggest map I've played yet in this game, because it's a 16x map. So I imagine the fields are going to be fairly impressive. Definitely suitable for having 2 people playing. What is the name of the map? The map is Land Down Under by Cas64. Now, normally I've been a little bit down on Cas64 and his maps for being a little bit bland and square and rectangular-ish, but Land Down Under does look quite interesting. You'll be back on later to do to get your grass road and baling started. Yes, you've got a lot of grass to do rowing and baling on. Are you going to be doing a mixture? Are you going to be doing silage and hay, or just silage, or just hay, or what's your breakdown? How do you divide your grass? Because I think it depends really on your usages. I know on my Ringwood save I need a lot more. I need to start making a lot more silage going forward. Do. Because we ran out. We ran out in the last year on Ringwoods. We didn't have enough silage over the winter for the cows. So I've had to chuck in I've chucked in an extra grass field this year to hopefully offset that a little bit as well. This cut will be silage bales to sell. Next cut will be hay bales for the cows. Spot on. Yeah, silage is a good way of earning money in the start on any game in Farm Sim. If you can get into silage pretty early, it's a good money maker. Which is why I'm a little, well, I'm not unhappy, because obviously it makes things different for me in this series, but this map doesn't have any grass fields on it. So I'm not in a position where I can do silage until I actually buy a field and start farming it myself. So I haven't been able to use the silage kind of road to generate additional income yet. Do I need to keep pumping out these contracts? Because with each contract that I do, I actually gain a little bit of a little favour with the farmers. And for each contract I do for a farmer, it earns me a little bit of discount on their field. So when I eventually come to buy the fields, the more jobs I've done for a farmer on that field, the cheaper that field will be. So I'm trying to save myself as much money in the future whilst earning as much money now. But yes, I'm just operating as a contractor at the moment in this series Misdirection. So I started out with absolutely nothing, and I'm just trying to build my way into it. So I don't own any land. All the equipment I've bought is very tiny at the moment. Obviously today we've just actually leased to buy. Well, we bought the harvester on finance. That's what we've done. We've got the harvester on finance. I think the harvester is my most expensive purchase yet. But hopefully, with the harvests out the way, once I get through the harvests, obviously then the farmers will be offering ploughing, cultivating, fertilising, sowing contracts. So over the winter, I should be able to get quite a few jobs done for some of these people. I should be able to get quite a few jobs done for these other farmers that I have yet to do any jobs for. Which means then in the next, you know, after Christmas, in the new year, on the map, I'll hopefully be able to start borrowing some of their tools to do the jobs with, which will be kind of nice. See, now the harvester struggles. It struggles with the hill. Right, I'm going to go back down here then. Activate the GPS. Keep it locked on. More realistic vibe, yes. I must admit, I do like the start from scratch approach, and certainly it makes my YouTube the content I do on YouTube different. One series is very different from the other. Because in one series I will start with a farm and have all the starting equipment and all the starting land and stuff. And then I'll do a series like this where I start from scratch, and it just gives a different vibe to the content. And people can then obviously decide which series they prefer watching. The one where I start with stuff, or the one where I'm scratching around and struggling. Especially on this map, because the fields on this map a lot of the fields are quite sizable, and I didn't really look at the map before I started the series, and I'd already made it up in my mind that I was going to start with very small, old, antique-y kind of tractors and equipment, and then I came to start working some of these fields, and it's like, my small, old, antique equipment is very, very small for these fields. But it gives me the progression route, because as we go through the series, obviously, I'm going to be able to upgrade the equipment and get bigger tractors and bigger harvesters and bigger sprayers and bigger fertilisers, bigger trailers. So, again, that's going to be interesting, because we're going to get to go shopping a fair bit in this series. Right. I would like to, like I say, I think I need to work clockwise or counterclockwise now, because I definitely need to take that hill out at the top of the field. Or as much of that hill out as I can take. Nice little place down here. Dairy. See, like, even productions, I haven't even thought about productions yet, because obviously without having a farm of my own, there's nothing I can produce yet, because I don't produce anything of my own. This is where I wish I had the auto drive guy unloading me. So we need to go and empty the trailer after this one, after this fill. Deliver our first load. Down to the, was it warehouse 3, I think it said, for this contract. Is it warehouse 3? Warehouse 2? Warehouse 2. Okay. And that is where on my map? That one there. Tag that. That field is going to take a long time, lol. It is. It is. It should hopefully take us into January, Barker, which is the aim, really. Like I say, this isn't Tranquil Waters map testing where I'm using the colossal harvester. This is like far more realistic. I'm gonna see though if I can use my little minion to go and deliver this while I carry on harvesting, because that will save me quite a bit of time. So if we go onto the contract screen and I say create job, deliver to warehouse 2. Loading position, if we say loading position is going to be there. I'll just get out of your way, dude. You can run off and you can sell that for me. That might speed things up a little bit. That will probably speed things up actually quite a lot. Addictive watching as it is playing. It is very addictive watching. Like I say, I was really happy to find your stream last night, Misdirection. Because there hasn't been that many farm sim streamers here on Kick yet, and it's nice to see a few new ones, and especially UK ones who stream at sensible hours of the day. and night. So I'll definitely catch your stream later this evening and come and watch you do some baling. You're new to FS22. Where does straw go? Straw goes usually to either the animal dealer if you're looking to sell it, or if you're looking to store it, you need a hayloft if you're storing it loose. If you are storing it in bales, there is a bale object storage building now in the game that Giants have added. And the other usage, obviously, for straw is your animals. Your animals. Catch you tonight. Will do. Will do, Misdirection. Don't worry. I'll be on. So yes, I am multi-streaming at the moment on Kick and on YouTube. So I do apologise for not seeing your message, Gamer Bubba, over on the YouTube. The YouTube chat is very, very small on my mobile. That's the only way I can view the chat, unfortunately, because I don't have a multi-monitor setup. So it's a lot easier. It's a lot easier if people want to chat to me if they come over and do it on Kick, because the Kick site is much bigger on my tablet and is much easier to read and view. And it's completely free to follow me on Kick. It doesn't cost a penny. However, feel free to subscribe if you like that sort of thing, because it always helps support a creator like me. Keep doing this and keep producing lots of lovely content. Right. Yay! We've done the headland, so we know now the best way to work that field is via to go counterclockwise, because then we're coming down the hill, not trying to drive up it. So that's better. That is much better. My carpet is moving as well. I need to go get a drink at some point, ladies and gents. I didn't think to bring one up with me. I will end the current YouTube video in a moment. I'm just waiting to see if the tractor comes back. If my little friend manages to make it back, or whether he's got stuck somewhere. No, he's there, look. He's there. He's taking a rather scenic route, but he's done it. And we are full. So I'll let you ride on board with him whilst he's driving back to the field. And I'm going to quickly run and grab a drink, ladies and gents. For the people of YouTube, I will say thank you very much for watching today's video. Really hope you've enjoyed it. I will see you again in the next one very soon. But for now, from me, C Wadding, cheerio and take care.